Hello, beautiful souls. How do you feel today? I hope that you are okay, and if you're not okay, that is also okay. Just don't pressure yourself, put pressure on yourself, and don't suppress your feelings. Whatever you're going through and however you feel, nothing is permanent, know that. So if you don't feel okay, that is also okay. Just don't ignore your feelings, rather grow through what you go through. And in case that you are feeling intimidating, and I know that you don't feel intimidating, but there are people who might say to you that you are intimidating. No, that is not impossible. That is not possible. And God knows how many times I've heard this, that I'm intimidating to someone. And I'm like, no, no way that I'm intimidating. I'm just being myself. How come that you see me as someone intimidating? So this is something that I would like to talk to you about today. And it doesn't have to be the word intimidating. It can be applied to any kind of things. If someone is saying to you, for example, that you are too deep or too demanding, whatever, if you don't feel that way, this is also, it can be applied for you. So let me introduce myself. If you're new to my channel, my name is Irina, and I'm here to simplify your life as much as possible. Everything that I'm talking about is based on my experience, my knowledge, and many other things that all together I want to share with you for free in order to help you. That's my intention. So if you find my words and my work helpful, please do subscribe to my channel and support me. Yay! So if someone says that you are intimidating, no dear, you're not intimidating, they're intimidated. And there is a huge difference. Again, to all my strong women and men out there, you're not intimidating, they are intimidated. Please keep this in mind, never forget this. What I've learned and what I understand, well, I had to understand if I wanted to learn, you know what I mean, is that how other people see me is not any of my business, and it won't define me. It doesn't define me. Whether those words or how other people see me are nice or not nice. But usually we like to accept all those nice things if someone is saying to us, but when it comes to something that is not so nice, we don't like to accept it. So either way, whether someone see you in a good way or not so good way, it doesn't define who you are. Okay? So don't get cocky, my dear, but also don't get discouraged and don't feel sad listening to other people's opinion. Rather, as usual, always focus on yourself and work on yourself to be a better person. How you see me is not my responsibility. We usually see in others not for who they are, but for who we are. And I know that many people tend to understand this very superficial. They will say, okay, if someone is a killer and I see that person as a killer, does it mean that I'm a killer? And I'm like, no, dear, doesn't mean that. It simply means that we are like a mirror to each other. English, help. So if someone says to you that you are intimidating, but in a way that it feels like something that is not good, know that you're not intimidating, they're intimidated, and they will usually run away from you because they will see you like a threat, and they will use an excuse that you are intimidating, when the truth is that they're intimidated and they're not running away from you, but they're running away from themselves, and parts of themselves they're refusing to heal and to grow. Okay? So if my presence intimidates you, and you choose to, instead of grow with me and reach that level, all you do is trying to drag me down so you can feel comfortable around me. You're nothing but a weak individual or a kid who refused to grow and who refused to heal and who refused to fix those parts that should be fixed. So don't take it on me if you choose to stay small, please. I like to say those are exactly kind of people that I don't want in my life. So if I'm intimidated by someone, if I won't say, oh, he is in or she is intimidating, and would just run away because someone is like I feel intimidated. I would rather focus on myself and choose to go inwards to discover what is that is so intimidating about someone that I would like to rather run away than face those things. So like you see, it's all about ourselves always. We are like a mirror to each other. Remember this. And how about to swap perspectives? So instead of your perspective of seeing someone is as intimidating, how about that person sees you as one small, weak individual? How that sounds to you? Not good, right? But it is always so much easier to focus on other people and use it as an excuse for not facing your shit or facing your challenges and your problems and working on yourself, because inner work requires a hard work, but it is so worth it. And it is much easier to just try to escape. But darling, remember this: you can escape from one person who is maybe intimidating to you, but you will never be able to run away from yourself, because tomorrow, if you escape from one person who feels intimidating to you, you will meet someone tomorrow who will be intimidating as well. You will just change people until you decide to sit your ass down and work on yourself. Okay? So again, if someone sees you like intimidating, know that they don't define you, they define themselves. If someone says that you are too deep, I've heard that so many times, like something not so good, or you're too deep. Oh darling, maybe you're too shallow. How about that? How other people see you, it speaks about their perspective, their level of consciousness. It speaks about who they are, not about who you are. How other people see you, it defines them, not you. Remember this, please. But let's not forget the most important thing. How we see others, how you see others, it defines you, who you are. It defines how we see others. It says a lot about who we are. So rather than judging others, which I quite don't like, you should rather focus on yourself. You should work on yourself in order to be a better version of yourself every day, to yourself and to others. Remember, we are not here to compare or to compete to each other. The only person you should compare yourself with is yourself and who you were yesterday. Okay? So, what I would like to point out here, it's not about intimidation. It is not about if someone is too deep or too shallow. It's not about labeling others. It is not about judging. It is about, as always, it is always and always about ourselves. So stop focusing on others, rather focus on yourself and pay attention on how you feel when you are around someone. That is crucial thing. If you want to grow, if you want to progress, if you want to be a better person, those kind of things are crucial. So stop labeling yourself, first of all, and others. Labels, don't look at yourself through any kind of labels. Those are just limits. And we have no limits. We have only limits that we are put on ourselves. So, dear, stop judging others. If you judge others, you don't define them, you define yourself. It is always like that. So, I would like to finish this video and just make you think a bit more about this. Please do let me know if my work was useful, if any of this served you. If yes, I'm more than happy to provide you with more information and more insights about life, and speak about this with other people, and share my video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and do whatever it is in your power to support me. I need support as well. And till my next video, I won't judge you, I will simply love you.